He was making the rounds recently is that Mike Tyson has been talking about that he feels that death is imminent. He feels that he spots on his face he's talked about. He feels that his time is near. And no one knows for sure with anyone. Every day, every breath is a blessing and a gift. So no one knows anything. I will say this guy has lived a life beyond what many would have predicted. Because if you go back to when he was in his peak and his prime as a fighter, fast life, fast world, he ended up doing time 30 years ago. Suspect charges, suspect case. However, the reputation that predated him and everything that ensued, and then just so much going on that when you have that kind of high wire, haywire act, you don't see someone turning to live 30, 40 years later. And that is a tribute to he's a blessed soul. Sometimes you just don't think he always understands that or gets how he is a blessed individual. But he's been through a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, like so many people have. And, you know, he was one of the greatest fighters. His peak and his prime is legendary. However, you have to have a balance. You have a spiritual calling, you have to have other things that are uplifting, motivational in your life. And so, um, but is he at peace with himself? It's so many questions that are asked. And again, nobody knows nothing because, again, it's the unknown. But you like to think that people that are finding peace within their souls and their beings can, whatever the moment is, that they can relieve and to be in prosperity spiritually and psychologically more, because he always talks about it. All the money, everything doesn't mean a thing. It seems like at a particular time, but then what do? You have all these women, all these clothes, all these cars, all these houses, all this lifestyle, and then you still got to look at the person in the mirror and get back up. So I think he is really, and he's a very intriguing, intelligent brother when he speaks about things. He speaks on the rawness because he still talks about that other side, that duality that he's had to deal with, that pain, that reality. That even though he has been able to be blessed with so many gifts and options, he still has those demons and those other things that so many of us have. That's just human nature. So I always think that he's very candid. He's eye opening, and he's still probably the only athlete I can tell you that even as big as Michael Jordan was or Tiger Woods was, you can name any athlete you want to mention that was mainstream that hit the waves the last 30, 40 years, 40 years. Mike Tyson, I always said that there was a pay per view uncut, people would, you know, he just had that kind of aura and intrigue. Loved or loathed, you respected and you paid attention. And that is very few athletes that I can say that about that had that kind of surreal and that aura and that vibe. So, but thoughts and prayers are with the man, and hopefully, he lives a long time. But he's definitely been a blessed soul. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another, and nobody knows anyone's time. Be blessed to be around. Be blessed to touch other people's lives. Be blessed to be the best that you can and know that you matter. Because there's a reason why you're a living human being on this earth. I'm out.